Welcome to Bình Phước Radio, television station and newspaper. And now our headline as usual. July is a month of gratitude. Love spread from An Vũ Orphanage. The General Statistics Office confirmed CPI go up 2.54% in 7 months. Vietnam ranked 4 in Southeast Asia in average height. Ladies and gentlemen, various activity has been held during July to commemorate the 55 War Invalids and Martyrs Day on July the 27th, with a group supporting to family of martyrs in Bình Phước province, hosting get together to pay tribute to wounded soldiers and those who served the nation.
In July, war veterans took part in events recalling their heroic days of the past and to pay tribute to people who sacrificed their lives and bodies to the country's independence and freedom, and to motivate each other to live up to the title of Uncle Host soldiers. Over the past 75 years, the party and the state have paid attention to taking care of wounded soldiers, policy beneficiaries, and families of martyrs. Many policies have been carried out effectively in the spirit of expressing gratitude to those who laid down their lives for national independence and freedom. On this occasion, the Central Committee of the group supporting the families of martyrs handed over 20 saving books worth 3 million Vietnam dong each and 48 packages of 40 million Vietnam dong each. The group also presented 10 gift sets worth 20 million Vietnam dong donated by the Ho Chi Minh City-based Phanza Company to families of martyrs, wounded soldiers, and those who rendered service to the nation.
Life is a shadow will never be enough to be like a life with a family, but I come to many with miserable life. The An Vũ Orphanage in Dong Phu District, Bình Phước Province is almost like a big family with love between care and resident.
Each child in An Vũ Orphanage has a different life, but all are cared for and loved by the sisters. 6 years after its establishment, An Vũ Orphanage is now a warm home to 72 children in special circumstances, including the youngest, who is just 3 months old. Considering the children as their own, the mothers here not only take care of them, but also help them with school. In addition to the care from sisters at An Vũ, the children also receive a lot of attention from organizations and donors in the province. This encourages them to see life through a more beautiful lens.
Unique designs based on recycled waste were impressively created by students in a contest run by the Education of Training Office of Phú Riêng District, Bình Phước Province, aimed to spread a message about environmental protection.
The contest with the theme Environmental Protection was divided into 4 groups: preschool, elementary, secondary, and high school, with 35 contestants. Under the skilled hands of teachers and students, recycled materials such as paper, plastic bags, leaves, and old clothing were turned into beautiful outfits, bearing a message about the importance of the environment. The contest helped equip students from preschool to high school with knowledge about environmental protection to help them form the habit of saying no to plastic and plastic items to keep the local environment green.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Business Advisory Council announced the result of its third meeting in 2022 at a press conference in Ha Long City, the northern coastal province of Quảng Ninh, on July the 29th.
The Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Business Advisory Council announced the results of its third meeting in 2022 in Ha Long City, the northern coastal province of Quảng Ninh, on July 29th. The meeting attracted 150 delegates from 21 APEC member economies, including leaders of prestigious and influential investment organizations and representatives from outstanding businesses in Asia-Pacific. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc said the event offers an opportunity to step up cooperation within the private business bloc of APEC, seek ways to recover production and business, and promote trade and investment, among others. Chairman of the APEC Business Advisory Council 2022, Korean Thenukol said the meeting aims to develop a report of businesses' recommendations to APEC ministers and prepare contents for the dialogue between leaders of APEC and Advisory Council that will take place during APEC Economic Leaders Week in Thailand in November.
The July Consumer Price Index grew 0.4% from the previous month, contributing to the year-on-year growth of 2.54% in the first 7 months of 2022, the General Statistics Office said on July 29.
The General Statistics Office said the July CPI increased 3.59% from last December and 3.40% from a year earlier. Price hikes were recorded in 10 of the 11 categories of main consumer goods and services. In the first 7 months, the CPIs rose 2.54%, while the core inflation was up 1.44% year-on-year. The office said during the period, fuel prices were adjusted 19 times, including 6 decreases. As a result, domestic petrol and oil prices climbed up 49.7%. Thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic being brought under control, demand for restaurant services has surged, leading to a year-on-year increase of 3.81% in eating out prices. Meanwhile, price decreases were reported in food, educational services, and postal and telecommunication services.
Vietnamese is the 4th tallest people in Southeast Asia, only after Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia, thanks to improvements in maternal and child nutrition.
According to the Ministry of Health, the average height for Vietnamese women and men rose by 3.3 and 5.8 centimeters during the 2000 to 2020 period to reach 155.6 centimeters and 168.1 centimeters, respectively. Vietnamese are still getting taller over the past 2 decades, but not as fast as others in Asia, it added. The ministry went on to say that the rate of pregnant women receiving antenatal care at least 4 times during pregnancy surpassed 80%. The rate of women giving birth supported by medical staff stood at 95 to 97%, and around 80% received postpartum care in the first week. The maternal and child health care in Vietnam has seen many positive changes, but there remains a disparity between regions and among ethnic groups, it noted.
Vietnam's process manufacturing sector had attracted $252 billion in foreign direct investment, accounting for nearly 60% of the total foreign capital poured in the Southeast Asian country.
According to the Foreign Investment Agency, under the Ministry of Planning and Investment, there are more than 34,890 valid FDI projects worth over $426 billion in Vietnam. In the first half of this year, the country looped over $16 billion in FDI, of which the sector accounted for more than $8.8 billion, or 63% of the total. The sector has been attractive to the world's major groups such as Samsung, LG, Canon, Honda, and Toyota, reflected through their continuous expansion of investment in Vietnam. Notably, the Republic of Korea Samsung Group, which was officially licensed to invest in Vietnam with the Samsung Electronics Vietnam factory in Bắc Ninh province, has expanded their operations to other localities including Hanoi, Thái Nguyên province, and Ho Chi Minh City. To make FDI projects in the sector effective, economists are advising Vietnam to be stricter in selecting projects to attract those with good financial potential, less labor-intensive, and bring about high added value.
Vietnam is a very adaptable place to retire, especially for adventurous retirees who appreciated the country's business, scenery, food, history, and culture, said a recent article on the website of US-based travel and leisure magazine.
Author of the article assessed that overall cost of living in Vietnam is about 49% lower than in the US, and rents are about 75% lower depending on the location. In Ho Chi Minh City, home to the largest expat community in the Southeast Asian nation, according to International Living magazine, the cost is 62% lower than in New York, and housing is about 83% lower. Per the article, high-quality health care is also very affordable with both public and private systems. Most expats carry international health insurance and take advantage of private hospitals. Vietnam is among the 8 countries recommended by the author, as they offer retirees an opportunity to enjoy a comfortable lifestyle and lower cost of living. The remaining nations in the list include Panama, Mexico, Ecuador, and Costa Rica.
Hanoi has welcomed an estimated 10.62 million visitors in the first 7 months of this year, an increase of 3.6 times over the same period last year, according to the Municipal Department of Tourism.
Total revenue from tourism activities in the period is likely to reach $1.36 billion, up 3.9 times year-on-year, the department reported. In July alone, the capital city served 1.94 million tourists, earning over $260 million. Hanoi's tourism sector set to welcome 9 to 10 million visitors this year, including 1.2 to 2 million foreigners. The city is focusing on developing tourism products with strength, such as country and sport tourism and resort and mines tourism, while strengthening connection in tourism development in potential areas. It has also paid attention to enhancing communication activities to promote the image of the capital city, its tourism destinations, and new products to visitors worldwide.
That's all for news today. Thank you for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.